Hey guys, let's take a look at what to expect on the online reading STAAR test. Let me spin you around so you can see the screen here. Alright, so it's going to look like this, except it'll say May 2021. It's going to take you through some directions first, so it's important to read those when it's time to actually take the test. And then, of course, you're going to stop at this screen until you are told to continue. And then it'll be time to get into the test itself. So let me show you a few basic ways to get oriented with the test. So down here at the bottom, there's little tabs that take me to the different passages in the test. This one is a paired passage, so there's an additional tab up here at the top to get to the two different passages that you're reading. And then down here at the bottom are all of the questions. When I answer a question, it fills in that circle with blue. And if I can see all the questions that are unanswered, right? Because they don't have color around them. The one that's circled is the question that I'm on right now. I also have the option of marking a question for review, and that plants a little flag on the question, so I know that I want to come back to it and take another look. There's some tools that I can use when I'm answering the questions. The eliminator is pretty handy, so I can click on the answers that I know are wrong, and that'll grade them out and put a big red X. And then when I'm ready to answer the question, I just click on the eliminator again, and then I can select my answer choice. I also have a pencil that I can use, so if I wanted to underline something in the question or in the passage, I can do that, and I can do that with a variety of colors. There's this point option where I can kind of read along and then let the point drop somewhere if I want to. You can even do straight lines, and after you've kind of practiced with all these tools and you want to clear all this mess out, let me close this. There is a clear button right here to clear any annotations in your passage, and there's a similar clear button over here to clear any annotations on your questions. This guideline is just a placeholder as you are reading the passage to kind of keep your spot, and you can lock it in place if you would like to. There's one for the question as well. And then the sticky notes are handy because trying to write anything with a pencil is pretty hard to do because you're writing with a mouse. So instead, let's type. It'll save a lot of time anyway. Taking notes with a pencil is kind of tricky, especially if you're trying to write something, like if you're going to summarize the passage over here. There's not a lot of room and it's really hard to write with your mouse. So instead, I'm going to use a sticky note. So I just click on sticky notes right here, and then that will let me add a sticky note to the passage. So I can see this word's underlined, right? So it's going to ask me something about that vocabulary word. So I can quickly type out a note, and then if I click the X, it just makes the note small, and when I hold my mouse over that note, which I can move anywhere, it'll show me what I wrote, or I can click on it again and continue typing. If I hit delete, it'll ask me if I actually want to delete the note, and when I click yes, then it's gone. Let me clear those annotations. You have a notepad over here in the questions as well. That's specific to each question, so this would be notes for question number 19. And again, when I hit X, it doesn't go away forever. I can click right back on it again and pull it back up. I do have a fresh note for every question though, so when I go to question number 20 and click on the notepad, it's blank, and I can take my notes for question number 20 on that. I also have the option to change the colors. So if your eyes are getting tired, if it might be easier for you to have a gray screen instead of a bright white screen, or if you want to inverse the colors, you can choose what's most comfortable for your eyes with these options over here. Oof, not that. You also have the option to zoom, and you'd have to pan around the screen, but if this is something that's helpful for you, just don't play around with it and waste a bunch of time. You can always hit help at any time, and that's going to give you more information about the tools with little videos that you can watch to kind of get a refresher on how these different tools work. There will be a dictionary in our version of the test, that's my understanding. So let me show you how that's going to work. All right, you can use the dictionary to find the meaning of a word. This little video is going to show us kind of what to expect. So the version that I was just showing you is from a couple of years ago. The new version that you guys are going to be using has a dictionary option right up here. So you can click on the dictionary and it's going to pull up a little box where you can type in the word. You can drag the window out of the way so that you can see the passage and then type the word exactly as it appears, and it'll give you some options on the left. So as long as you just start typing the word, you can choose. Then it'll show you the definition and the part of speech. There might be multiple definitions. You can resize the window to be able to see all the things you need to see, and when you're done with it, you can just click on the X or the minimize to get it out of the way. And that's how the dictionary works. All right, last thing real quick. I realized I forgot to tell you about the highlighter. All you have to do is just highlight text with your mouse, and then this menu will pop up and you'll just click on highlight, and then it'll have it highlighted in yellow. If you'd like to erase your highlighting, you highlight it with your mouse again and then click on erase highlighting. That's it. Good luck, you guys. You're going to do great.